Booked and busy.
Oh, how was your coup? Only pretending to like, well, not food, but beer. You're a liar.
Fucking weak.
Nothing about it's good, so.
They're in England, and she's like, "Would you like a bag?" And he's like, "Of course I want a fucking bag. What do I look like a fucking octopus?"
Is the menu gluten free? Yes, it's made of paper.
You want to kick it off with? It's been a minute.
I know. How are we doing mentally?
Oh my god, it's
Trash.
it's fine. No, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. So, the last 2 weeks, I was depressed, like real down and dumb. But now I feel a little better.
I literally had something about that anyway. Like, not even to be the motivational speaker or anything, but like, we all go through shit daily. We literally never know what someone else is dealing with. And if you're anything like me, you can put any face on and be okay. But then you go home and it's like you're in fucking shambles.
Right.
And then you're like, why does nobody know that I'm in fucking distress?
Well, I'm not trying to tell anyone.
No!
You should know.
Because you're just out there like, I'm obviously not going to sit to my clients 12 hours a day and be like, oh my god, like, life sucks.
Okay. It's not funny, but whatever. What was I doing? I was doing a guy's hair. But, like, I did it so he wasn't in the mirror, so he can't see me crying.
Are you serious?
I was like,
stop! Not the fucking silent cry.
I'll be right back. Go to the back.
Be right quick. That's a sin.
Money.
You mess. I've definitely had days like that though, or when people start talking about stuff, I'm like, stop the conversation because it's making me emotional, and then we're both sitting there crying. Like cry for what? Yeah, that's terrible though.
I know, like,
did he even notice?
No.
Like,
I succeeded. Like, don't look at me, freak.
Oh my freak. We were talking about like being depressed and shit. Going on vacation is probably one of the worst things.
I know, because then you come back sick as freak.
You're like, when you see the Stanfield airport thing, and it's like
there, Mom. Why would I even go?
No, it's literally like we went away. We were on vacation. I've been slacking since I got back. That's why we're recording fucking 3 weeks later.
Oh well.
Anyway, coming home was like, as it always is. But that trip in particular, because it was such a short trip.
Yeah.
And then there was like the 24-hour window where we got to stop where my family is. So the Saturday, I think, we got in and we went to see my brother's mom. And then we went out with my cousin and their kids and whatever. And it was like just the feeling of there's so many people around you and stuff. And we stayed out till like 12:30 with the kids. It's like a place you can, what is it called? Not zip line, but like climbing through the things and whatever. And then they did laser tag and whatever. And then the next day, my aunt organized like a breakfast. So all my cousins came with their kids and everything. So there was like 35 of us at breakfast. Yeah. And then to come home and be like, I got sis. Like,
no,
it sucks.
I'm going on vacation in October. Well, the end for my birthday, and I'm not even excited. Like,
it's fun while
I'm
you're
being
away.
so pessimistic. I'm like, I don't want it to be over. Did it even start? We're just trying to keep our spirits up.
On that note, too, before we get off the topic, the flight situation, if y'all gonna fly, just don't. We normally drive.
Yeah.
Do you know every single flight I got on got fucked? So I told you about the girls thing. We talked about that on the last episode or whatever. I'll make this a long story short. The first flight got canceled, straight up canceled. It's 1 a.m. We're packing our bags, as we do, because we gotta leave at 3, so
why wouldn't you?
Before? Yeah. I get an email, and they're like, your flight's canceled, there's no crew. What? I'm supposed to be at Florida at 10:30 and leave here at 5.
Where's the crew?
Where the fuck are the pilots? So that's fine. They put me on with a different airline. We ended up getting in like 4 hours later, which fucked everything because me and my brother were getting a rental car. Whatever.
Yeah. Damn.
That's fine. I'm like, hey, nothing else can go wrong. My kids have already been fucked. We got fucked on the way down. No. The night we're leaving, we were drinking, whatever. It's like 12:30ish. We're sitting by the pool having a couple of drinks. Get an email. There's a hurricane gonna hit landfall in the morning. So if you want to change your flight for free, one time only, do it now. So our flight wasn't supposed to leave, I think, till 11 in the morning. So we're like, we'll get up, have breakfast, take the rental car back, whatever.
Yeah.
No, because a hurricane in Florida, our hotel is here, the beach is here. I ain't getting no fucking
I'm scared.
So they're like, change it for free?
Yeah, we're up out of here.
So obviously we're not planning to leave till the next day. We gotta go upstairs and pack. It's like,
oh my god.
So zoom up out of the air, whatever, that's fine. And the pilot on the second plane tried to kill us because we went from here to the ground. The plane bounced and everything. People were screaming.
Did the lights go off?
No.
Oh,
No,
that happened to
I would have died.
Oh,
probably shit my pants.
yeah.
And then you think that'd be it? No.
What's going on?
Because, so we're supposed to leave Sunday after the breakfast with my family. We get to the airport, check in, whatever, and we get through. We get up to security, and I realize I don't have a boarding pass. They gave it to me for him and the kids, but I don't have one. So I'm like, let me run back down to the desk and grab my pass. As I'm bringing up my email to give her the confirmation code, I realize I have another one that says your flight's delayed from 5:10 to 6:25.
Oh my!
So I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, and it's looking a little gray, but I'm not thinking that of it, right? We get upstairs, we get to the gate, and I realize they put us. So I have kids with me. Yeah. I don't care if the kids. Like, we're not all together, but at least one of us is sitting with a kid.
Yeah.
They had us in 7, 14, 17, and 19. How do you...
Come on, man.
So I go up to the gate, and I ask the lady, like, hey, can you at least put 2 and 2? And
yeah.
She's like, yeah, no problem, but I'm just letting you know, like, you won't be boarding in 15 minutes. And I'm like, why? She goes, well, the plane you're supposed to be getting on is still in New York, and that's like an hour and a half.
What is going on?
And so it hasn't even left. So you will not be boarding anytime soon. I said, so should we just go? Because I'm not sitting here waiting for you guys to cancel it at 10 p.m.
Right.
For nothing. And at this point, my cousin had given us the car, which is parked there. She calls me, is like, hey, I'm on the way to get the truck. Like, should I leave? And I'm like, nope, because I got a bad feeling. 10 minutes later, the woman comes on the thing, and she's like, attention customers on flight blah, blah, blah to New York. Your flight's canceled. And I'm like, fuck. So anyway, I go downstairs. I'm like, let me get us on a different flight, whatever. The woman looks me dead in the face. This is Sunday. He goes, we can't get you out till Tuesday or Wednesday.
Guys, I got
and I'm like, then he's like, wait, I gotta go to work on Monday. And I'm like, oh my God. So then, yeah, it was.
Dang.
Home till Tuesday night and like,
that
whatever.
Makes me scared, bro.
So yeah, good luck to anyone flying because the airlines just don't give a fuck.
That's like Val's worst fear. She'll probably freaking.
See, if I was on like an island or something got stuck, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Right. Okay. This one says, y'all think it's weird when your friends follow your boyfriend or girlfriend on social media. Having a debate right now. I need answers. And then people are like, y'all think everything weird except begging for money on y'all birthdays. To me,
it depends.
Well, I don't have people around me that would talk to my boyfriend. And if you
never know, though. I've been in some crazy fucking situations. Let's just put it that way.
That's slimy, grimy, creepy.
Like, when we first moved back here, and it wasn't on no, like, weird shit. He just didn't follow anyone from here.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with the people, like, you don't even really know them, so why would I follow them type of thing? But...
And you know these girls.
That's my thing. It's like...
Like, no, obviously close friends, yeah, but like not, I don't know, like when I was with freaking Cuz from away, no one knew him, and it's like candy, like, oh my god. Yeah, well, don't look.
He's still in the rapper.
Yeah. Hojuku?
Oh my god.
Like, off mine.
It honestly depends. Like, if it's someone who is that close to you, there shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
Because I shouldn't have to worry about no 3 a.m. messages.
But, like, sometimes it is, I don't know, like...
People don't know when to not cross that line, though.
Like, okay, Denny's on, obviously, the Book and Busy thing, and I was like, I'm not gonna go follow my... That's weird.
Stop. When
Like,
I
what
saw
are
him
you
follow it, I
doing?
was like, I was like,
Thanks for the follow, guys. Like,
No, but yeah, you're right.
I have a situation.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to say this very vaguely. It was just like, I felt like it was a test of like, if I send you something, like, haha, don't send it to him type of thing. But like, my first response was screenshot, send
I'm
it.
sending
Why'd I get
it,
this?
yeah.
and then for you to send a message and be like, oh, don't show him or whatever.
Yeah. So then it's like,
I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I feel okay. I've been with guys and like their friends always trying to holler, but like I don't know if it's a test or not. But to me, you're fake. And I tell the man, like I'm telling the guy,
I'm definitely
this man up, but behind closed doors, like, hey, you should let me get at you.
men are definitely worse, but women are sneaky.
So either way, just don't. Just delete the whole Instagram.
Yeah, get off Insta. You don't need that.
Don't even need a phone,
Like,
really.
What, you already got me. Yeah.
Get a landline. This receptionist.
Yeah, it's our phone.
You know them old couples you haven't watched?
Yeah, that's very cute.
Somebody text. I can't see it.
You're like,
I think it's January.
why do old people do that?
Like you're gonna see better.
Would you date you? Hell yeah. I wish I could carbon copy.
Sit right here, boo.
Like,
I come home to some good meals.
right?
Like,
We'd be fighting though.
Getting them moods. Be like, don't talk to me for a week.
Shut up. But yeah, I would love to date you. I'm so the best. Not at all.
You ever meet someone that said no? Because I have. They're like,
Really?
oh, fuck that. But
So,
Just say you're toxic.
well, there's a lot of people that should say no.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm shopping for 20 people, but like, I was in the grocery store.
and a lot of times, like, I'll have a recipe I'm going off or whatever. So if I don't have time to make
My grocery list. I'm sitting there. Here's me in the thing.
scrolling through Instagram trying to find what I see, trying to look for the recipe, and I'm like,
What ingredients do I need?
Like,
So I was like, they should have benches in the fucking grocery store.
because here's me standing. I got my cart. I'm looking crazy as fuck because I'm just standing here for 10 minutes, like
Scrolling. They're probably like, what is this bitch doing? If I had
a little bench to be off to the side and just be like, yep, here's my recipe.
that's a request. Can we get some grocery
benches?
and some
Be nice,
benches.
let your girl sit down.
Right?
You had a game?
Okay. It's just literal jokes.
Yeah, you just have to say it with a straight face.
Yeah, we can't laugh. Because these are so funny to me and it's so stupid.
the worst ones. Okay.
What are we going to do if we laugh? What will be the... Number one.
I'm laughing because I know I can't laugh. That's terrible.
Number one. A man walks into a bar. Ouch. Alright.
I'm sweating.
Like, I wrote these, but I'm still weak. Okay. Number two. I'm sorry, your dad was pronounced dead. The guy. I can't believe... Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, your dad was pronounced dead. I can't believe I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. 3. Do you want a box for those, sir? Nah, I hate violence. Is it cool if I just pay? Okay. 4. We should go out for drinks. How about 10? No, that's too many. 5. What's upstairs? Unfortunately, the stairs don't talk. 6. Is the menu gluten-free? Yes, it's made of paper. I'm actually crying.
I'm only laughing because when people say that's what I think is
Yeah, it's like,
oh shit! Okay, that was it.
that's only one, but that's good. Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, 7. I'm an expert at identifying birds. Okay, what about those ones over the tree? Yep, they're all birds. 8. Is it okay to have children after 35? No, that's too many children. 9. Would you like your milk in a bag? No thanks, I'll just keep it in the jug. 10. I'm going to deliver the baby, says the doctor. Actually, we'd like him to keep his liver. And that's my kind of joke. 11. I see your glass is empty, sir. Would you like another one? Why would I want 2 empty glasses?
My stomach's laughing for me. It's doing this.
Hey. 12. Have you met my daughter, Beth? What's Beth short for? Because she's only 4. 13. Oh, I'm sweating. Okay, here. I'll have the chef's salad. What the fuck? That's so rude. Just order your own. 14. The starting salary is 40K. Later, it'll go up to 80K. Okay, I'll start later then. There's just 2 left. 15. My wife is going into labor. What should I do? Is this her firstborn? No, this is her husband. Oh my gosh. Okay. 16. How did you find your steak, sir? I just looked next to the potatoes and it was right there.
I fucking hate people.
Okay, that's it. Okay. Did you see the freaking Raven Simone debate? She was like, I think anyone should be able to get praise. Like, she would say that.
I don't know what's happening with her.
Purple head top. Like, shut up.
It's another one. It depends, and it depends on the style.
Yeah. Like, 2 braids is fine to me. But if
or
it's
like
not
even
fine to
sometimes the
others-
halfway back and then like leave the
Yeah.
back or whatever.
What's the most romantic thing anyone's ever done for you?
Call me there, partner.
Oh, I have one. Wasn't even my name though. Like, I went to Montreal, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, it wasn't last. And we're going to my cousin's cottage, but like they're old, and it was with mommy and them. And like I was fully ready to go and be with them, but then this guy was like, "Oh, you're here," but where it was like an hour away from actual Montreal, freaking Timbuktu in the woods. And I was like, I don't think, like, I didn't have my car, and mommy wouldn't let me use hers. And I was like, I guess, like, but then he came all the way to get me, and it was all this late at night. And then I thought, I don't know where we were going.
Like I'm getting snatched up.
Right? He took me to a hotel and like paid everything, all nice. And then he took me to his house for the rest of the week, and then I met his family and stuff. That was nice.
Number 5 on the list. We're gonna argue about that later. Still thinking. I have a friend that every time we're at a party, the running joke, because when we first like started hanging out, I've known her for a while, but we never really like hung out in that setting because we used to work together. And then she like was with this guy and whatever, and every time we were at a party, she was like getting mad with him over something, and she's like, "Ah, I'm already getting ready to argue in the car," and I busted out laughing because I was like, "You too, huh?" And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you got to find a reason to argue on the way home." Like, "Oh, the night's so good, we're having a good time in the corners vibing," but it's like, why are you drinking that drink that way? She's like, I add that to the list there.
Yeah. It's like, let me just round up everything.
Yeah. So every time I see her on the road, it's like, you see the lady sitting over there in that corner, you might want to argue with that lady.
That's so funny. Am I wrong that I didn't let the carpenter use my bathroom? I'm a super private person, and the only available bathroom is upstairs where my daughter is sleeping. Something in my gut said, no, real loud. But now he acts like he has an attitude. Now I feel bad. I just don't feel comfortable. You girl, let that man use the bathroom.
I mean, if someone's doing work in your house, where are they supposed to go to the bathroom?
Like, just go with him? I don't know. Or
I just go upstairs and be like, "Oh, I gotta fix them, putting the towels away." Like, you know how you do that?
Yeah.
To be in the area, but like, I obviously don't want to hear you shitting in my bath. Like,
yeah.
Anyway.
But like, where's he gonna go?
Oh my god, I have a client, and like, sweetest lady ever. She's sorry, but like, she has a daughter who I'm assuming is like late 30s. She just had a baby, so she can't be like any older, whatever. The mother's never been in her house.
What?
They've had this house for 12 years. I thought it was like, oh, a new house, whatever, because her husband won't let anyone in there. He's like, we're renovating, like this, that, the other thing. No one can come in here. I don't want them seeing the house a mess. So when she said that to me, I'm like, well, how long have they had the house? She's like, oh, it's been about 12, 13 years. I'm thinking you just bought it and like you're ripping it apart and whatever. No. They've been in this house for over a decade.
What the heck?
And like she said, so they live probably like 20 minutes away from her, right? And she babysits their kids. She takes the kids to her house, and like this older boy, she's like 7 years old.
I would be, what's going on in that house?
Toddler children and whatever. So she needs to watch them. Like in my head, if I'm babysitting someone's kids, it's easier to do it in their space.
Yeah, because I can just leave.
Kind of not for me, because I have kids, so there's going to be toys and stuff. But if you're someone who doesn't have your own kids and you're babysitting, to do it in their own space, there's their own snacks, their own bed, their toys, whatever. If you got to put them to sleep, they go to sleep. So anyway, I was like, well, wouldn't it be easier if they're going away or whatever they're doing? Like, you just go to the house. She's like, I'm not allowed in the house.
What do you mean?
So I'm like, so kids in the basement? Like,
that's what that's giving.
Like, why
what's going on in the house?
And then I was like, is it just you? And she's like, no, it's not just me. Like, nobody is allowed in that house. I said, there's
so what's going on in the house?
There's no fucking way. She said,
got dead bodies.
Plans to go pick up the kids or see her daughter or whatever. She has to plan to use the bathroom at like the gas station, whatever. That's what that just reminded me of, because
I'm not.
She's older. She's like, so what? I got to shit my pants, or like I got to find a place to use the bathroom because they will not let me in.
Come on, guys.
Who's in the house?
What you got going on in that house?
It's crazy to me. Every time she says that, I'm like, no.
Like, what's the address? I'm pulling it up.
Right. Because I'm breaking in.
I need to get in.
That's weird.
It's
Weird. But yeah, for that, I don't know. If you are comfortable enough for a man to work in your house, you should be comfortable enough for him to use a wash.
bathroom.
Like, go in the daughter's room and lock the door. I don't know what to tell you. But I'd be pissed too with an attitude.
12 hours?
Right.
I'd be like, now
Better
I'm pissing
yet,
in your shower.
eating
Like,
and I'm not coming back.
I'm building new cupboards. I'm pissing
Right.
that smell.
What's food you swear people are only pretending to like? Well, it's not food, but beer. You're a liar.
fucking weird.
Nothing about it's good, so.
You're just making heartburn.
Ugh. It just makes me so bloated.
I'll take a few sips. Like, he had a Dominican beer yesterday. He had 2 of them. He's like, you want one? I'm like,
Yeah. No one, like, I only want 3 sips for, like,
the fizz and the
Yeah.
coldness. And then once that's gone, I don't
The
want
taste
it.
is gross, man.
sparkling water.
And then, ugh.
I found one
Like,
that was,
whatever.
like, decent.
The other day, but it's not something that I'm like, I can't wait to get a refreshing
No.
spark.
Water. Shit is nasty. Tastes like unflavored.
Flavored fucking pop.
Right? Tomatoes.
I fuck with tomatoes.
No, bro. I'd rather jump out of this freaking burning
Maybe
building.
it's like,
No.
I have been turned off to rice lately.
Really?
Yeah.
I love her.
Like, I'll eat, like, I made butter chicken the other day.
Mm.
Where's my stupid rice? It's great. And then I put sauce.
Kids were like, so soup? It literally was probably like 50 grains of rice. I was like, I don't want. There's certain things I won't eat just because of the thought.
Put them like lamb and stuff like that.
Mm. I'm not eating pork chops.
No, I've been.
I don't remember last time.
Nah.
Because I get to thinking.
And then we talked about that before. When eggs start tasting like eggs, I'm like, ugh.
I force myself all week to eat eggs. But I need it.
There's certain times where I'm like, hey, these are hit.
Right.
Butter and whatever. And then there's other times where it's like,
Scared the heebie.
I know.
Thought it was a cat.
someone's breaking in.
Oh, I have a screenshot.
My eye's twitching and it's completely fine. I feel. Maybe I saved it on Instagram. I can't.
I'm glad.
No.
Ever see that one? It's like, it was a video. It's like an
Old video and the guys at the grocery store and it's the whole conveyor belt
worth of groceries. And the woman, they're,
no. They're in England and she's like, would you like a bag? And he's like, of course I want a fucking bag. What do I fucking octopus? I've been trying to find the video forever, but I'm crying because every time I'm at the
Checkout and they're like, do you want a bag? I just look
Like,
at them.
no.
I'm going to put it on my fucking back.
like,
Bring back plastic bags.
oh my god. Can I have a plastic?
Damn.
What is this? It's probably
Tired of
bent
this
up in the
paper
cup
shit.
already.
But the whole,
The world's already
the cup is plastic. I'm mad.
Right.
A young couple in Japan divorced and remarry each other every
3 years to take her. Don't speak English. To take turns using their family
names, all because they can't come into agreement on which last name to use.
Stop. When you, it's like you're
hyphenated.
Right.
Like what?
Stop.
Can you imagine that? It's time to get a divorce now.
Like, I'm not playing them
What the
games.
fuck?
I know you can't legally marry again.
Done the divorce. Yeah.
So, like,
Wouldn't that be so much money?
Exactly. You have to pay every time you do it, and then you have to pay to change all your.
Yeah, all for a name.
I said, when I get married, I
I don't know if I'm changing my name
Who
because.
cares? Yeah.
And like the other thing is, on any degree,
you have has your last name.
Right.
So if I give up my last name, do I even have the degree? Is it even me?
So I gotta go back to
Like,
school.
I have 2 different passports. I have an ID card. I have my fucking license.
Your health card, your bank card, your credit card.
Do you know how many things that is to pay to change? No. My father. Hope you don't watch this.
Call me one day, and it was so random because like
You don't really call me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who's dying? Like,
anyway, answer the phone. I'm like, hey. He's like, hey.
like, he's like, I just have a question. I'm like, okay.
But he like kind of sounded like sad, and I'm like, what's
up? He's like, I know, like, I wasn't really around, blah, 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 blah.
and he started with this whole thing, and then he's like, but would you ever take my last name?
I'm like, this was like 2 years ago.
I'm 28 years old.
For what? Take it for what? And why are you sad?
I was like,
it's a little late for that.
Right?
Like, no. And he's like, oh, like,
I was just thinking, because like no one's really gonna have my last name because he only
has me and my brother, right?
Should have
And-
thought about that.
Where are you going
Like,
with
where'd
this?
Where
I have my grandfather's last name, who like
raised me, did all the things,
Yeah.
whatever. And all 4 of my kids have my last name.
so why?
So why am I changing?
Would I change my
Last name, then have to change all their names just to change it again if I get married.
Right? No.
What? How about we just? I'm just keep it. I'm just gonna keep it.
Like
what?
and then I was like, I got very awkward because I was like, this is so fucking
And awkward. I was like, well, I mean, I use it on
Sorry.
Facebook, like.
He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, just so like people can't
Find me, because like,
Yeah.
it was so awkward though. I'm like, fuck.
I was scared to take pills, but Daddy said that like potatoes on your head takes
What do you
away the headache, right?
like?
a bag of potatoes.
Well, like I didn't know.
What
I
do you
didn't
say?
ask. I didn't
Like, am I supposed to
Slice one and rub it on my
I
forehead. Where are we
didn't
going?
ask any of that. I just cut potatoes and then I wrapped like potatoes around it, and I was walking around like that.
Are you serious?
He was like, Néomy, like there's something wrong with you. Like, what are you doing?
I'd be like, but Daddy said.
I was like, shut up! Daddy said! Like, he didn't even give instruction.
Oh my
Could
god.
have been.
There's certain things. You ever get that sharp pain in your chest? My doctor used to be like, oh, that's just growing pains.
Okay, well,
What's
I'm
growing?
sick,
Like, what are we
so-
talking about?
And I'm like, ugh, heart attack.
Seems like a heart attack.
Done.
I used to call it wrong-sided lower chest pain because it was never like right where your heart is. It was always over a little bit, but then down.
And you just sit there and lay on your stomach.
But now I'm all scared because my neighbor, hope she doesn't see that. She had open heart surgery, but the only way she found out, because she had a tear in her heart, her back was hurting. So nothing to do with the chest.
That's
Mm-mm.
stressful.
And she's still smoking cigarettes. Like
I ain't even breathing the air
Like, what the
outside. I'm
fuck?
getting an oxygen tank.
I seen, I was like, oh, good. Like, what? You're just okay.
I know a girl who, so she got, was it cervical cancer or something?
Didn't even know she had it. She was like damn near.
Ready to knock on the door. And I forget how
She said she found out. I think her period lasted like 3 or 4 fucking weeks.
Oh, no.
So she
went in and was like, what's going on? So then they did a swab and they did a biopsy and they're like, cancer, we gotta take everything out.
And then 2 years later, she got breast cancer in one
Side, she found it because her boob was itchy. And I'm like, so every time I'm itchy, I'm like, it's cancer. And then a year later, the other
So
side.
stressful.
I was like, why didn't they just take both at the same time? Because
Right.
that would have just pissed me off.
Come on.
But like, so every time I get an itch, I'm like, oh,
Right? Mm.
It's scary. Take the whole
This
body.
life is crazy.
Take the body.
It's a scam. Like, what? Bro, one time, pretty sure it's a salt then. Did I already say this?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I was at the doctor and I think I had bronchitis, something to do with my lungs. The doctor told me to take off my shirt and my bra.
They usually listen from the back
Right.
when you can't breathe.
It's not.
Like, I can't
But,
breathe.
like, I was like, what does that have to do with anything? And, like, I was younger, but they were there. Like, why would he do that? But he was old. He was a creep.
They be trying to get their feelings.
Like,
in.
what are you doing? Well, I didn't know. That's terrible. Speaking of that, everyone, be careful in Ubers. I was in an Uber, and I'm about to, like, blast this guy. He locked the doors and tried to kiss me in the move.
Like, I
Like, what? What if you have herpes? Like, what the fuck?
Not even just that.
you're nasty.
What are you doing?
You're nasty. What
Why
about
are
me
you-
taking an Uber drive?
Where are we going?
Work! And I was right outside of work.
You know what?
what about me going to my job says
Like,
yes,
how
come
is it
back
sexy
here.
in this stupid man uniform? Like, what are we talking about?
That's
Oh.
terrible.
Now that ruined my whole vibe.
You're not the, did
Now
I tell you about
can't
the
do
girl that recorded the guy? Oh, there's this girl, and she's, I want to take her. Sorry if you're not. But, like, she's older, and she went to this guy's house, long story short, after the club, whatever, so they were drinking. And then it wasn't her who ordered the Uber, because she didn't have the app or whatever,
Right.
phone, I don't know. So, the guys that they were with, like, it was a couple of her friends, a couple of his friends, whatever, they went back to the house, and then she was like, do you mind, like, just taking my number and, like, come back and get me? Like, if you don't hear from me or whatever, just wait till I text you. But, like, if not, can you come back? Because I don't know where I'm going type of thing, right? Like, thinking you're safe, like, whatever. I get it. You're not supposed to book if it's not through the app, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, again, people rely on you for transportation, so whatever. So, her not thinking nothing of it, she's like, I've done it before. I've never had an issue. When he came back, it was, like, 4 a.m, and she gave, because she didn't book it through the address, or through the app, he didn't have her address. So she's like, oh, just take me by this street or whatever. Because she's like, I didn't want to tell him where I live.
Right.
By myself. She's like, I was drunk, but not to the point like where I was owed a bit or whatever. She's like, I sat in the back. So he's here. She's on behind the passenger seat. She gets in the car and he starts driving. I guess he turned around and looked at her and was like, so did you get fucked?
What the hell?
And so at that minute, she put her record on and had the phone like kind of like this, right? Like facing him. And she's like, excuse me? And if you knew her, like, she's a white girl, but she's very like... You're not telling her shit. So then she's like, what did you just say? And he's like, yeah, if you didn't come, I can come back there and help you finish. And, like, just, like, the whole... It was probably maybe a 10-minute drive the whole time. He's like, are you sure you don't want me to pull over? Like, blah, 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 like, whatever.
Yeah, pull over right now. Like,
so then she got to the point where she's like, hey, just let me over here. Like, I'm going to walk. And then she's like, he sat there for a minute, tried to see where she walked. No. But she got him to let her out at, like, the street over and, like, cut through the things or whatever. But I was like, for one, imagine if you were a young teenager, like, downtown, loaded, drunk. He'd be in the back seat with you.
Right.
So she's like, do I report it to Uber? Do I, like, what do I do? And I'm like, I would. Only because, like, what if
they should be fired?
You? Yeah. Like, what if it was somebody else and they weren't aware of their surroundings? Like, what?
Like, what? They're getting some bold. Like, what do you mean?
I can't. I think if someone said that to me, I'm pulling the seatbelt up over your neck. We're all gonna die.
Right. I remember one time I was taking a cab to Sky Coast, whatever. But the cab driver was being so weird. He was like, so, like, what do you do? Like, what kind of thing will you do? And stuff like that. I was like, I didn't know what to do.
This car. This is what the things
like,
I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Didn't you have a fucked up situation with one too?
Uber help does not. Uber support does not.
It doesn't do nothing.
Okay, it's less than 10 minutes left on the ride, so I was there with my friend. We're driving, and we were like a little bit before all of it. We're coming up the hill, and he tried to switch to go see his messages. He went and messages his girlfriend wide open and riding this van. He walked over to like Safari, and so like he couldn't get it off the screen, and it was connected to the screen, so it started playing off full blast. And then he started freaking out. We swerved over, he tried to swipe it off the screen. Like it won't go off, so he put his phone down and pulled out the cord, so like the swerve took the road. And then he looked back at me, and I was like, oh,
I'm freaking weak.
Like, awkward. They told us we had 10 minutes left. We got there in 2 minutes. I was like, okay, maybe I can get a refund. Uber told me, he said, sorry for your experience.
You should get a refund.
Be there. Like,
what?
No. It's fine.
Can you imagine? This man's parked somewhere waiting for a call. Like, yeah.
And like swiped over one
time. I'm forgetting it. What the heck, man? See, just anybody can be Ubers.
Like, there are benefits of Uber because, like, okay, who wants to call a cab?
Right, it's just so like, convenient. But now, like, I literally am traumatized because I'm scared.
I'd be getting in there like, buckle up, bitch.
Like, I'm about to start taking knives everywhere I go.
Get the bear mace.
Well,
you said, what am I about to do?
This freaking woman at work, she was like, we're not allowed to have bear mace, but no one said nothing about hairspray.
I used to carry a little mace around. I had a little pink cape on. Yeah. I've been in such a mood of like, leave me alone, don't talk to me. I just want to be in my house on my couch. And like, it ain't nothing personal to no one. I just
not the time.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like everywhere I go or anyone I'm around, the vibe is off.
Yeah.
And I just don't like it. So it's hard to work like that though. That's one of my things is because like we work with people.
I
It's not that I
know.
have to talk to people, but especially the clients that are always here, or we always have a good conversation. So then when they come in and I'm not mentally working, like I felt so bad. There was a girl I did the other day. She was talking and talking and talking. When I say I was like
I'm having a movie in here.
Yes! I don't even know if I was looking at her nails doing them, to be honest. Like, they look fine when she laughs. But it was like, I'd zone in every couple minutes and be like, what the fuck was she just talking about? Like, and it had nothing to do with her. I just was not here. Like,
Yeah. And the next day I'll be like, sorry. Remember when I was crying yesterday? Oh shit, that's embarrassing. Oh, wow.
That was a little gray out, you know?
It's like, how are you feeling now? We're not even talking about that anymore.
I made dumplings, you fucking want
Like, how does it look like?
Don't. I tell people if I don't answer you, or so Snapchat for one. I hate when people message me about appointments on Snap. Because once I open the message and read it, it's out my mind.
Yeah, first of all, it's gone.
They're like, oh, can you do the 12th on this time? Or blah, blah, blah. I'm
like, I'm going to look
let
at
me
the,
check.
Yeah, and
I'm gone. I'm putting the laundry in the dryer. So like, and then I'll always tell people if I don't answer you within an hour, just message me again. Yeah, but like, do that. But I always tell people like, if we are talking about something, I'll message you back. Message me again, but don't message me 22 times. Because now I'm just not even opening it, and it's like, I was thinking about this client that I used to do. And like, love her to death because it was always like a good time, whatever. But something that kind of like not drove me nuts. You know how there's overly positive people?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I be in my little depressing moods, but like, bitch, why are you always happy? There's no way that people are like on 100 all the time.
No.
Nothing in life is perfect. Obviously, there's days where I'm like, ain't no one tell me shit.
Right.
But then there's also days where like I'm just bawling.
I just don't get it.
I just want to be one of those bitches living in a whole different reality.
Right? I'm supposed to start being delulu, like for real.
On 1,000. Like get hit by a bus and be like, it happened for a reason. Right? Everything's gonna be fine. How do I get to be in that bitch?
Right?
How do I get to that place?
I don't know why. Like, I hate when I'm being real about a situation. People are like, stop being so negative. I'll punch you. I'll show you negative.
Like, come here, bitch.
Like, I hate that. I'm like, I'm just saying. Never mind. I won't even say my phone no more then.
But it's like, fuck, I don't know.
Like,
someone could die.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but they're in a better place. It happened for a reason. Okay, but it was my grandfather. Like,
right? Like, I'm freaking sad. Like,
it'll be okay. But let me cry. Like, let me not be okay.
Right? Like, and my jokes are, I feel like they're rooted in negativity. I don't know. But, like, I'm just joking, bro. Like, stop. I hate that. Or,
like, have a sense of humor.
Don't be so negative. But, like, my friend, this guy, I was trying to just tell him about my life, like, what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, well, just try not to be so negative.
Okay, well, first of all, it's my life.
First of all, fuck you. Get out of my messages, you're done. Like, I don't like that.
Like, if my life is negative right now, let it be negative.
Yeah, then negative
things are happening.
Yourself up out of here.
Oh my god.
I hate that. Like,
there's a difference between, but like, we're not negative, we're happy.
Right.
We're happy about being depressed.
And like, I make jokes, and it's just a joke. Like, holy hell.
I just can't ever, if I ever come in here, like, everything's fine.
It's fake. I'm not gonna be fake, bro.
Because it's not fine.
Like, yeah, no. Chill on me, gay. But, like,
I feel like that's what we do, though.
I still don't see the problem. And I hate when people, like, you just gotta do this, you just gotta do that. I've been trying.
You're driving to the beach. Just keep going. Just keep driving. Drive across the border. Just keep.
Don't even stop. There's so many times I was like, what if I just kept going? I'm not gonna lie, I did that once. Like, I can't believe I did that.
What do you mean?
It was me and my ex, and I was manic. I think I was, for real. But I was like, I got an idea. I'll just come with you when you leave. And he was like, okay, if you want.
Where was he going?
Like to PEI.
Oh my god.
I packed my thing in less than an hour and we left. And Mommy was calling and calling. What the fuck are you doing? And then
No, it's fine. Just put my feet up in the
And like, as soon as I went to sleep and woke up, I was like, what did I do? What are you doing, you freak? I can't believe I did that.
God.
I attempted once to do some shit like that. I got
I
mad at everybody and was like, well,
Don't fuck it. I'm getting in the car. I
There
had
you
a
go.
little book bag.
and my fucking passport, I was like, deuces. I was like 20, maybe.
Like, I've had enough of this. Like,
Right.
it's time to go. And I got like 2 hours away. And I don't even
It's
think
like,
it was, 2
where am I
hours, but I was
going?
I don't have any gas money.
Right? Like,
I better
I
get
can
around.
see how crazy people think. It just be just thoughts going.
But like,
That's scary. Like, what? in the world?
I came to the conclusion,
Not too long ago, actually, that I'm a runner.
like, that sounds crazy, but like, you know, in elementary, there's them special ed kids
Kids that like take off from
Ah,
school.
like
I don't mean
acting.
in that
No.
way. I mean like
I run from situations.
Well,
And I've made myself aware of that recently.
and it's I can't blame a lot of failed friendships on that solely, but
If I notice certain things that to me aren't right,
or like
Then I'm
I don't
gone,
agree
yeah.
with, I'm just like I don't
right?
talk to you no more.
or like relationships, family, like,
Anything. If something ain't sitting right, it is just so easy for me to be like,
I'm gonna shut it down before
Yeah.
it hurts me.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like, what's the worst that can happen if
if I
I
lose it anyway, it was intentionally
It's gonna,
lost.
right. Gonna happen
No.
anyway.
It's
It's just,
fine.
ugh.
I think that's why I don't get close to people, and it's hard for me to
New friends,
Well,
like
it's just,
because in my mind, I'm always
always looking for a reason. Like, oh,
You're
well,
gonna
are
be
you
in
not gonna answer me back?
Right.
Or
you're not gonna, or okay, we're friends for 5 years, but then in
but
5 years,
then
what are
you're
you gonna
gonna,
do?
yeah.
friends anyway, so what's the point?
Right?
That's me being
That's
positive.
so
Well,
Y'all still gotta get your shit in to get to the contest.
Yeah.
you know, like, follow, subscribe, share it.
Get our shit up. Get your shit up. Get shit together. We're trying to get our shit together.
Right? Just
Support us. Like, what's your problem?
Gonna be the ones you don't know.
Thank you.
Until next